So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the combo. Let's go, Mike.
From the gun, Rivers. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
We got to get the ball. Get the ball.
To throw again. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Final play of the half, Rivers. This will be caught by Brown. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Red.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Raiders take over at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Easy. Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Sammy.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill. Hey, rush 7. Rush in.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Check. 190. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey. Man up, D. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Now they try the right side here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, Delta!
56.
Hey, Charlie!
Check. 56 is the Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Behind! White, 89!
From the gun, Rivers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 23 yards the pickup there.
Smith-Schuster. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Opposite. Christian, Travis. Kill. Here we go.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Breeze going to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Throwing now is Breeze. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And some room to work. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
All right, 180.
Mike 50. Watch the run. They're running it.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Flush to his right. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been a man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Rivers from the gun on third down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike 50. Bend it. Bend it. Mike 50.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go.
Rivers to throw for it on fourth. Snead's got it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious. Because
looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Check it out, Reed.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. To throw again on second down. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Hey, Rocket!
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey, easy. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And this is Parker, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
All day, all day, all day.
Watch twist, watch. Kill. 0-2.
Breeze going to throw here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Parker unable to get that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch out.
Easy, opposite.
Breeze to throw again. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So this one a victory for the Raiders. So for Oakland, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the home team here, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that'll do it.